as every podcast has been starting, we're going to start off with the news that is quick hitters, where I ask the other co-hosts to give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down about bite-sized news that happened last week. Guys, are you ready? Why is everyone always surprised by that sound effect?
I don't know. It's just fun.
It is.
It's like I don't expect it. Like I forget it's there, and then it happens, and I'm like, oh, right.
That's right.
So, for the first stop on quick hitters, did you guys see that a student was flunked by her TA because she cited the Bible in her college essay?
I did not. Tell me about it.
It was kind of it's turning into something way bigger than it actually was. The student's name is Samantha Felnecki, right? And she had an assignment. It's kind of like about religion. It's hard to explain. It's at the University of Oklahoma, and she is claiming discrimination because her TA, who is also a transgender person, failed her on her essay. And so when people actually started reading the assignment, it turns out she didn't fail the assignment because she cited the Bible. She failed the assignment because she did not read the prompt. In the assignment, basically, it's like she's like, well, transgender people are against God, and that had nothing to do with the assignment, and there's nothing to cite about the Bible, but here we are. Derek, would you give this story a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
This is a massive thumbs down for critically thinking humans on multiple levels. One, like you mentioned, she failed the assignment, which was around like gender roles and stuff like that. She didn't properly cite sources because this is an academic paper. It wasn't an opinion piece. It wasn't just like, hey, write an essay. What do you think about this? Right? Like she didn't properly cite any sort of like academic sources. The Bible is not an academic source, right? And then from what I'm understanding too, even let's just say if the Bible was a good source to use for this, she did it wrong. Like she interpreted those citations from the Bible incorrectly. So like it's there's like a nice little helping of irony here where it's like, they like to say that the left is pushing an agenda and she's literally trying to push her agenda. Religious agenda here. It is also kind of a shame that the TA got put on leave, which I think is like the wrong move on behalf of the university. Like,
for sure.
I hope they end up getting their kind of justice when it comes to whatever outcome is here. I think what is
here's a link
glaringly obvious.
Oh, go ahead, Derek. But this is the assignment in question.
Yeah.
It's about peer relations, gender typicality, and mental health. I don't know if the Bible will help in that, but go ahead, Derek.
Yeah. So her entire essay was basically talking about how God and the Bible have established gender roles, and anything that doesn't fit that is against God, which is not what the assignment is. But what's very clear about all of this is that it is another example of like a Riley Gaines situation where you're not good at what you do, right? Riley Gaines, for those of you who don't know, she was a collegiate swimmer who came in fifth place in a race. The fourth place swimmer was a transgender woman. So she has since made it her entire personality to be anti-trans and kind of rail against the trans agenda, so to speak, and all that. Even if that person wasn't there, she still would have been in fourth place. She still would have like severely lost. Yeah, she wouldn't have even hit, top 3. This is a very similar situation where she didn't do the assignment correctly. It doesn't matter if it was the Bible. It could have been a Nancy Drew book that she used as evidence, right? Like it doesn't matter what book she used. The fact is she did it incorrectly, but all these podcasts, all these right-wing news outlets, the Oklahoma state legislature has already honored her. Like the right wing has taken this and they're making her into a Riley Gaines 2.0, which you hate to see it because it's all the more reason why the left side of things needs to get their shit together with their online ecosystem, right? To one, combat this type of shit, but also put stuff out there that is actually based in reality, not what the Bible says. So I
Interesting.
hate this through and through.
Yes. Steph, is this a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
Thumb down. Thumb
Uh oh.
down.
Uh oh. Did
Um,
you
uh,
also fail this assignment? What happened?
to be honest, I wasn't good at writing papers in college, so
Dang.
but I mean, I knew I was born for the arts anyway, so it's okay. Um, basically everything Derek said, because I really can't say much because of my throat. But um, yeah, this girl did not understand the assignment at all, and just really wanted to push this agenda out there, um, into this classroom, into this project. Um, I don't think it really worked out in her favor.
Hmm.
um, so it looks like she might be failing the class. R.I.P.
eh, I will not shed a single tear for this woman because she's probably going to have a
Ooh.
job on Fox News as a host, or she'll probably have a podcast pretty soon after this whole thing.
And then she'll get hired by Trump to work in some government department that she is not qualified for.
Oh my gosh, don't predict the future. Don't
I mean,
spoil it.
history repeats itself, man.
Don't manifest that. Come on.
Oh gosh, we gotta move on to the next story. Did you guys get a chance to hear about the Diddy doc made by 50 Cent?
I don't know anything about it, but briefly.
Okay, so this documentary, which is now on Netflix, is pretty surprising to a lot of people because there is footage that has never been seen before by anybody ever, because it's Diddy talking to his lawyer about his most recent case involving, I guess sex trafficking and the baby lotion bottles or not, or baby oil and all that stuff. It was a whole thing. But the reason why 50 Cent got this footage is because word on the street is that Diddy was trying to make a documentary about this entire case, thinking that he was going to get off, right? He kind of did, but that's a whole other thing.
I was
But
gonna say.
Hey,
yeah, but he didn't pay the filmmakers who had this footage, right? And so the filmmakers still had this footage. They went directly to Netflix and they're like, "Do you want the footage?" And then 50 Cent was like, "I want the footage." And then that's how this documentary was made. Steph, is this a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
Um, okay, a thumbs down for Diddy, but I guess a thumbs kind of like halfway up for getting this footage, because now we got some more tea, more lore to the story.
Is it
Um,
tea or is it evidence of crimes?
it's evidence of crime. It's not released yet, right?
It's
yeah.
on Netflix right now,
Oh, is it? Oh, I gotta watch
right
it
next
then.
to Stranger Things.
Have you crazy to appear next to Stranger Things? Have you guys watched it? Because I did not know about it.
It's on
I
the list.
I watched
Okay,
a
yeah.
couple like segments of it, but it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. And what's funny to me is the reaction from TikTok, because there's like reactions to people watching this for the first time who didn't live through it. Like I was born in 94. I didn't live through it, but it was just like at that point common knowledge that Diddy wasn't the nicest guy on the planet. Or like
And
was
he'd
a
be
very dangerous individual. You know what I
hmm
mean?
and
Especially if
he'd
you watched Making the Band.
yeah.
He was insane, right? And people just let him get away with it because he had a lot of dirt on people. But people were acting like, wait, what? Apparently Diddy set up Tupac and Biggie? And it was like, yeah, like it was the whole thing. You had to be there. But I think it's very funny how people are like coming to this for the first time. Derek, is this a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
This is it's an in between. It's nuanced. Um, I think a lot of people forget that 50 Cent is also a terrible dude, right? Not convicted, right? But Kevin Spacey was also not convicted. So he's not the greatest guy, but it is good to see him using his supervillain powers for a good cause, even though maybe he was he was more motivated by like pettiness. Um the documentary itself, yeah, I think it just is a further revelation on just how bad this guy was. I will say, can we start redirecting some of this Diddy hate energy towards Chris Brown? Right? Because I saw something recently where like he's still selling out stadiums.
Yeah.
Like he hasn't had a single or an album in I don't know how long. He's still like immensely popular. He's got this fan base. And it's like, hey, my opinion is just he's not that great of a singer. Like technically I'm sure he's great, but he sounds like a child to me. Um but also like he basically just got away with everything he did to Rihanna, the multiple incidences, right? Like what is up with, where did that redemption come from? Like this is the type of shit where why I don't believe in like cancel culture actually exists for like 99% of the cases that the right yells about cancel culture. It doesn't really happen because again, Chris Brown is like selling out stadiums, right? And I don't think he's had some sort of a redemption arc or atoned for any of that beyond just like crying on stage that one time. He went to therapy. Okay, great. Like, why are you guys still giving this man money? That's just my
Interesting.
2 cents on it. It's
True.
more than just Diddy out there that we, like, let's be efficient here. Let's move on to the next one. Let's start keeping other famous men in power accountable.
Here's the thing. I'm kind of scared what Diddy would do to me, or 50 Cent would do to me, though. That's like,
Yeah.
they mean it, though. I just want to.
Here's the thing: 50 Cent at least is, you know what you're getting with 50 Cent.
A
Like you gotta respect
generational
him.
hater.
Yeah, you gotta respect him. You gotta respect him on that front, right? Like he's not like kind of moving behind the scenes the way Diddy did, and being all up in the videos, whatever Suge
Oh,
Knight said
gosh.
at the BET Awards that year, or the Source Awards. What's this? Oh,
Okay,
this is the director, right?
listen to this clip. I think it's just so funny. Of 50 Cent talking about
how did you get that footage of Diddy?
I figured most journalists would not disclose their sources.
The recordings give viewers an intimate look at Combs's mindset ahead of his criminal trial, even conversations with his legal team.
Does he know y'all have this in the doc?
I would doubt,
So
What
when
do you
this
mean?
airs, that'll be the first time that his legal team, Diddy, that everybody knows that this footage is now seeing the light of day. Perhaps. What was
Perhaps.
One-word answers.
No. Perhaps. Oh, generational hater. That's something to aspire to. But speaking of being a generational hater, for some reason or other, Tarantino hates Paul Dano. For no well, okay, I guess
no
he just
reason.
wasn't a fan. I think Quentin Tarantino forgot he wasn't on Twitter and just said this with his full chest and was like, I really like the movie There Will Be Blood, but man, I hate Paul Dano. Like, Jesus Christ,
He
man.
said it could have been the greatest movie of the decade or something like that, had it not been for Paul Dano, because he's just the worst.
He called him
that's
the
insane to
weakest
me.
actor alive. Jesus. Oh my God.
Yep.
What did he do? Like, I don't get
Who
it.
knows? What did Paul Dano do to Quentin Tarantino? Like that
I
we
think
aren't
he
seeing.
owes him money.
Didn't show him his feet.
Like, truly.
Didn't show him his feet. Yeah.
While
Yeah.
I'm pulling up this clip, Steph, is this a thumbs up or thumbs down?
It's a thumbs down. How can you can't just give say oh, I don't like Paul Dano, and then not have a reason
Mhm.
for that. Like, why? You should just say, it would have been great if Paul Dano wasn't in it. Okay, but why? What'd he do?
What did
I
he
mean,
do?
especially because, like, Paul Dano's like, what did I do? Like, now, how am I going to get, like, a job now with you, like, saying that about me? You know?
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's super unprofessional. Like, it's okay. Like, it's not to say he can have an opinion. That's the thing. There's this trend lately where you post something online or something, there's a something is trending, and there's the type of people that are like, it's just an opinion. Oh, what? People can't have opinions now? That type of shit. And it's just like, nobody is saying you can't have opinions, right? Look at the larger context of of this situation with Quentin Tarantino. This man's an acclaimed director in the industry, and he's good at what he does, right?
Yeah,
On the very basic level, that's just super unprofessional. On the very basic level,
for
right?
sure. Like, what if they?
Uh,
I guess he's not working with Paul Dano anytime soon.
yeah, yeah.
I found the clip, but it's just damn, man. Like, maybe Quentin Tarantino is big enough where it doesn't even matter if like Paul Dano hears this, or he can take a shot at Paul Dano. Quentin Tarantino famously says he's only going to make one more film. So we'll see how
Mm-hmm.
that goes. But I think I found the clip. Let's hear it.
Was it that you really loved about it from the first viewing?
Daniel Day Lewis's performance and the almost old style craftsmanship quality to the film.
The quality of the film was recognized by the Academy as well.
This guy, shut up.
Would
Okay.
stand a better chance to be in number 1 or number 2 if it didn't have a big giant flaw in it. And the flaw is Paul Dano.
You will be cast up and thrust back to the position.
Obviously, it's supposed to be a two-hander, and it's also so drastically obvious that it's not a two-hander.
I can't keep doing this on my own.
He is weak sauce, man.
At least a large number of BAFTA members disagreed with Quentin that year as the nominee.
It's so crazy to me because, first of all, I don't think There Will Be Blood is so obviously supposed to be a two-hander. I don't think there's supposed to be two leads. I think there is one lead, and it's Daniel Day-Lewis, and he's got a supporting cast of other characters that temporarily take up that like two-hander space. It's not just Paul Dano's character, right? And this just reminded me that Quentin Tarantino notoriously, besides just actors, has really bad movie takes. He has said things like the movies from the 80s are the worst. It's like the worst era for movies. He prefers Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull over Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, which is certifiably an insane thing
Listen.
to say. And it has you wondering, like, how the fuck did this guy make Kill Bill? Right? Like, how did he make how is this the same guy that makes these movies? And then, like it, and then you start to kind of, if you start to dig deeper into his movies and you realize that like his movies are like, they're not bad movies. I'm putting the disclaimer out there. I like his filmography. But they're chock full of like references and homages and basically, inspired by all these other movies that the general audience hasn't even heard of. Even like a lot of like film focused creators haven't seen the filmography that Quentin Tarantino is inspired by in his films. So it's kind of like, it feels like, man, maybe he's overrated. Maybe he's just painting by numbers, and he's not really the greatest as we all kind of thought he was when we first started getting into movies and stuff, when we were seeing his movies.
I don't
That's
think
just
he's
that's my stand on it.
overrated.
I think so. I think a little bit.
No, I think he's I don't mean this as a compliment, but I don't mean this as a dig either. I'd say this as a neutral statement. I think he's very representative of American filmmaking. His viewpoint his choices, his like cinematic choices, are very representative of like American filmmaking. And right now, where American filmmaking is, it's a lot of strong opinions, and I don't think there's a lot of directors who have an opportunity to make strong opinions like Quentin Tarantino does, if that makes any sense. You know?
Yeah, I guess.
Steph, did you say, is this a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
She hates Paul Dano too.
Oh, damn. All
No.
right. Never mind. We're moving on.
I said this was a thumbs down
Okay,
because of
perfect.
like what it did, for Paul Dano's like career, I guess, or like how, there's no reason why, like what he gave wasn't a valid reason as to why he wasn't good for that film.
Damn. Rest in peace, Paul Dano.
He also hates Matthew Lillard. He also,
Oh,
I think it was
wait,
the same
what?
interview.
Shaggy?
Yeah. Yeah. He also
Damn.
said he cannot stand Matthew Lillard. He said he pronounced it like
Lillard.
that.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right.
Which is just like, dude, what are we doing here, man? You know? And
Quentin
Matthew
Tarantino
Lillard
hates Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. He's
Damn,
got some
all
like
right.
Great Dane trauma or something, you know?
Jeez.
Matthew Lillard kind of mentioned it at one of these screening for his latest movie. And I just love it's a thumbs down because I think Quentin Tarantino as a person is just very annoying at best, right? So it's a thumbs down that we have to deal with this shit again because every few months he says some fucking crazy shit. But it's a thumbs up seeing people come together to defend Paul Dano, to defend Matthew Lillard. James Gunn posted photos with Matt Lillard.
Oh,
and
yeah, he did.
And he's like, here's a photo of me and my friend Matt Lillard for no reason at all, you know? So, like, it's great to see people from the industry, too, also stick up for these dudes. Because, yeah, like, what is this shit? This is the type of shit that gets you written up at work. You know, if I were to show up at work and say one of my employees I hate him, that's a talk with HR. That's unprofessional as fuck. That is not okay. And that's essentially the equivalent of what he's doing, but amplified times, the fucking news cycle of the world.
Wow. Well, Paul Dano, if you're listening, we support you
We
for
love
no
you.
reason in particular. And Matthew Lillard, if you want to come on the podcast, just give us a call, a text, a carrier pigeon. We'll be ready for you. It's fine, right? Come here and defend yourself.
Lillard.
I would love that. I'd love to have Matthew Lillard and Paul Dano, both of y'all, on here if you're listening.
Right. It would help. It would make me clean up my background over here, so I don't embarrass myself in front of them.
We weren't gonna say anything. We were just gonna support you, Steph, and wherever your
Again,
journey
my
takes
computer
you.
upstairs is. I have not touched it since last time, so I still have to. There's no space.
It's okay. It's okay. Because that's the end of Quick Hitters, guys. We made it. Like,
we did it.
Close.
I did have something that I wanted to say, another topic, but I forgot. So we'll go back to that.
What is it?
We'll figure it out.
Is it scary?
I don't remember.
Steph!
I do remember.
I swear to God.
It just came to me. The Actors on Actors with Jonathan Bailey and David Cornsweet. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Oh,
yep,
yeah.
I did.
That wasn't a lot of people want him to be Batman.
Yeah, I see it.
What?
Yeah.
Bailey as Batman?
Jonathan Bailey is Batman.
I do not.
I don't know about that one.
He's not tall enough. He's nowhere near tall enough. Which shout out to my. I don't call myself a short king because I'm average height. Okay, I'm 5'9". That is average height. Okay, so shout out to my average height kings, Jonathan Bailey. Me and Jonathan Bailey. But the vibe is there, and like they took like photo shoots and stuff of him, and you're like, look at this guy. This is an old money Bruce Wayne motherfucker, right? But then you see him standing next to Cornsweet, and you're like, oh, he's kind of short though. So you can see him as Bruce Wayne, just don't stand up, or do the RDJ treatment where they made him taller on screen.
Yeah, they
that
can do
kind of
that.
stuff.
But I just don't see Bailey as Batman.
I don't think Batman needs to be tall.
He doesn't need to be tall. No.
I don't think he needs to be 6 foot a billion. You know what I mean? Like, I think he's, especially next to Superman, I think
he needs that materialist surgery.
Well,
the extendo legs.
Yeah.
Jonathan Bailey's 5'11".
Oh, he's
David
taller
Cornsman
than
is
me.
like 6'5".
Damn, my bad. I was not aware that you're not an average king.
I'm
Jonathan
5'10",
Bailey.
guys. Chill.
See-
I will say this. I don't think he would be a bad Batman. I almost thought he would be a better James Bond, but people who could play James Bond would also make a good Batman. But I think there is a DC role that would better fit him than Batman. I think he would be a better Green Arrow. Oliver Queen.
Oh, I like that. Or I'm sorry in advance for this one.
Oh.
He could play the Scarecrow.
No.
Not
the myself
type
out.
pass.
Actually, you know what?
Not the
That's
type
it.
pass.
That's it. We're done.
Shame. Shame.
You got it.
Shame.
That was terrible. How dare you? Oh my
That was
gosh.
pretty
Oh
good.
man, Fiero.
Don't make me play this
Anyways.
sound bit again.
Actors on me. I'll just leave it at that.
Hey, Stefania.
Steph.
Oh, you're sick. I thought you were sick, huh? You're not that sick.
Sick of this shit. I'm tired. You know what? Lock her up. Lock her up. What the
R.I.P.
hell?
One of them is gay though.
Anyways, that's the end of Quick Hitters.